Hello class, how are you all doing? I hope you are all well. So we will be checking now why some of you failed in our online preliminary exam. So let's head to our Google Classroom. So this is our Google Classroom for public policy. We click on the link or the stream classwork. So we have here instructions. You can submit only once. Okay, so this is our form. So the form is Google form, which was supposed to be submitted. All of you should have submitted yesterday at 7 p.m. October 4th. But two of you sent a message to me and they requested that they would only submit after 7 p.m. because they were busy with their lives, etc., etc. So this is the form. Class, the reason why some of you failed in the exam, the main reason is not following instructions. Final video is actually our main preference. All of the questions, the 10 questions for this particular examination were culled from that video. Unfortunately, some of you were not able to watch the video in full. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of internet connectivity, etc., etc. That was why you were not able to answer correctly all of the questions. So this examination consists of 2 activities. Activity 1 consists of 10 multiple choice questions, and you only have to hit this particular activity within 20 minutes. 20 minutes or less. And every correct item is equivalent to 5 points. That is why the maximum points that you can garner or get for this particular activity is 50 points. For activity 2, you have to fill in the blanks. You have to fill in the blanks with a correct word, okay? Word, I did not say words. Only word, singular, or phrase, again not plural but singular, to complete the sentence. So the total points for activity 2 is 30 points. So the maximum points that you will be able to get or acquire or get or garner for this particular online exam is only 80 points, and the passing grade is 60. You can submit only once, so you have to really review before hitting submit. Review answers before hitting submit. The deadline was yesterday at 7 p.m. Unfortunately, some of you, not really some of you, but only 2 of you, actually only 2 of you requested to extend the deadline for the submission of the exam because they were busy with their lives, etc. So, good thing that I put in here in the general directions that your scores that I gave you for your maximum 1 minute video will be added. They shall be added to your prelim grade. Otherwise, most of you will get really low grades. So this is the form, ladies and gentlemen. And before you would be able to answer the exams, you have to fill in all of these entries here. And as you can see, I have in here the video, our final video, where the answers were called. You can see in this video all of the answers to this particular exam. So this exam, all of the questions are in shuffled. No, they were shuffled. So if, for example, you see a particular item or question in your form, then the other students would not see that particular, the numbering in your form would not be the same with the numbering in their forms because shuffled gani. So let's see here para makita lang ninyo, so that you will see what the online form looks like. What the form looks like for the editors or the ones who made the online exams. So this is the form. See, so we have here activity 1. So the liberal understanding of the policy process is that in any state, the citizens have to vote of politicians who represent their interests by deciding laws or policies on behalf of the citizenry. So the question is this statement correct? So before you even choose your answer, you have to read once, twice the question. So you see here, liberal understanding. What was written there in the video and even in the book is that it is not liberal understanding but conventional understanding. So just looking at that particular phrase, liberal understanding instead of conventional understanding, so there's a problem with this statement. So the answer is false. Okay? So it is no. The statement is wrong. The correct answer should have been oh my goodness, what happened to the problem? This is a problem when you're using mobile phones or gadgets. So we have here, okay, sorry, we have here the check mark for the correct answer. So the no, the statement is wrong. It must be the conventional understanding. Okay, conventional understanding of the policy process, so that should have been your answer. Second question, public policy is the same as policy. So the answer, of course, to this particular item, since we don't have question mark in here, okay, see there, it ends with a period. The answer is false. Why? Because policy could be public, policy could be private. So, depending on the institutions who crafted that particular policy. So, if the policy is for public interest, it shall be considered or deemed as public policy. If the policy is for a particular organization or particular company, then it's private. So next, which of the following statements is or are wrong? So as you can see, I placed in here bar, is, bar, are, is or are. So this is an indication that your answers, you have 1, 2 or more than 2 answers, okay, not just one. So we should study public policy for purposes of society. Okay, we check here. Societal imagery. Wrong, okay? Which of the following statements is or are wrong? Sayop, mali. So, this is wrong because it should have been what? Scientific inquiry, right? We should study public policy for purposes of societal inquiry. It's not societal inquiry, but scientific inquiry. So we should study public policy too. That's the answer. Okay, another wrong statement as regards the purpose of public policy. So scientific experiments. It's not scientific experiments, but scientific inquiry. Next question. Government introduces a drug rehab program in a particular area with a positive intended outcome to reduce drug and substance abuse. This statement relates to which of the following purposes? So it did not ask you or tell you to choose which is wrong, which is false, okay? It just asked which of the statement relates to what particular purpose. So the answer is, some of you, almost all of you got this wrong. So the answer is scientific inquiry. It's in the video. All of these are in the video class. Next, Carl Friedrich says that public policy is a linear process where opportunities meet obstacles. Is it really opportunities meet obstacles? Which the policy was proposed to utilize and overcome in an effort to reach. So there's a wrong phrase here, where opportunities meet obstacles. It's not opportunities meet obstacles.
Let us now discuss some concepts on public policy. Renowned political scientist Carl J. Friedrich says that public policy is a proposed course of action of a person, group or government within a given environment providing opportunities and obstacles, which the policy was proposed to utilize.
And obstacles. My goodness. So the answer is false. Let's see. Yeah, it's false. See? There's a check mark there. And then we have William Jenkins views public policy as a process, like Dye, who defines it as a choice. Viewing public policy as a process is not the same as viewing public policy as a choice. So this statement is definitely false. See? Definitely false. And then which of the following statements is wrong? Jenkins says that public policy is a set of interrelated Again, the thing or the question here is which of the following statements is wrong? Wrong. Which is wrong? Not which is correct. So we have here the first choice is Jenkins says that public policy is a set of interrelated decisions taken. So this is actually correct. Jenkins views public policy as a process and a choice. Of course, this is wrong. So you stop there. Is wrong. Not is are wrong. Okay. And then if you would notice, when you use Google Forms, you would know that there's only one answer if you have here circles, mga circles sa gilid. If the multiple choice question has boxes, so this is an indication that you have to choose more than one. Okay? More than one option. Yeah. So getaga na tamog idea class. Who among the political scientists deemed public policy as a choice? So the political scientist who deemed public policy as a choice, because he said that it is the government who choose to do or not to do, that's Thomas R. Dye. Some of you answered Thomas Howard Dye. It's supposed to be Thomas R. Dye or D. I'm spelling D. Okay? Thomas R. Dye there, not Thomas Howard Dye. That's why you really have to read the questions as well as the choices and of course the instructions very carefully before you start answering your exam papers or your examination. Next, who among the political scientists deemed public policy as a goal-oriented behavior on the part of the government? Who? Kinsa. Bentot. No, you cannot make bentot because we have the video. But in the video, it states there that it's actually who? Jenkins. Not Howard Jenkins, but William Jenkins. Public policy is a stable, purposive course of action followed by an actor or set of actors in dealing with a problem or matter of concern. So this was the statement of who? Who? Who said that public policy is a stable, purposive course of action followed by an actor? Is it Anderson Gerald James, Jenkins Howard W, Dye Thomas Lucas, Anderson James E, or Frederick Carl John? So the answer is Anderson James E. Okay, torao. It's there. So I 30 or 40, whatever. So the font size is really big. So please complete the missing word. Word, not words. Word. Okay? Only one word or only one phrase for every sentence. Missing sentence. Do not use capital letters. No capital letters. So if your default in your keyboard or keypad, there's default in there. The default is capital letter in every answer that you tick, okay? Or use when you start answering, the letters would go capital or caps lock. Then you have to change that one. Small letters in small letters. Do not use capital letters. Do not put a space after your answer because some of you also placed space after their answer. And of course, check the spelling of your answers. Wrong spelling is wrong. They will be marked wrong. Answers are in the video, so please follow instructions. So for this one, almost all of you got this wrong. The correct answer here is multiple, right? Multiple. Only one because it's the same for the 3 blanks. multiple decisions, but of multiple decisions taken by multiple. So the correct answer is just multiple, only one. Some of you wrote in their examination or in their online exams, multiple bar, multiple bar, multiple. Multiple is the same for the three blanks. So just place there multiple. I didn't ask to fill in all blanks with the word, okay? Then public policy is a stable, comma, then blank. Some of you actually wrote there the correct words, but then they placed there the space, excess. So the correct answer for this, the correct phrase is purposive course of action. Some of you wrote there purposive courses of action. Public policy is, this is singular, okay, not plural, so you should not write in there purposive courses of action, because when you say courses, it's in plural form. Then Anderson's statement focuses on blank, which he argues differentiates policy from a decision. What is your correct phrase? The correct phrase is what is decided instead of what is proposed, and you don't need to put there comma because the comma is already there. Do not put unnecessary commas or punctuation marks when you have this particular kind of online exams, because if you key in there, if you write there excessive or additional or unnecessary words or punctuation marks or spaces or whatever that were not allowed in as written in the directions or instructions, then your answer would be marked wrong. Governments find ways, address societal issues, and need blank to formulate policies. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is skilled public policy analysts. Some of you wrote there public policy analyst. Lacking is letter S after analyst. Why is barking? Public policy is a proposed course of action of a person, group, or government within a given environment. Blank. So the correct answer is providing opportunities and obstacles. No space, no capital letter for P in providing, and then not opportunity because it's supposed to be opportunities and obstacles. So that's it. It's a very easy preliminary examination. It just so happened that you were not able to follow the directions and instructions. So please, class, in the next exams that we will be having, please read the general directions, the instructions, review your answers before hitting submit. Okay? I hope that next time you will get perfect scores.